When you want to guard the player that is closest to the ball, press the Swap Player button. Want to guard a specific player? Simply press the icon Swap bumper, then choose the player's icon closest to the player you'd like to defend. Holding the left trigger will increase your defensive intensity and allow you to initiate contact. This works both on ball or off ball. You can also hold the sprint trigger to move faster. To crowd the ball handler, move toward them with intense D held. New to 2K26 is a variety of defensive upgrades, like more organic body bumps and free-flowing collisions. You'll be able to defend your opponent with much greater proficiency thanks in large part to the new Pro Play motion engine used in 2K26. On-ball defenders move much more naturally this year and can cut and plant with much greater precision thanks to Pro Play and the new motion tech. Next, let's discuss contesting a shot. If you're in great position directly in front and close to the shooter, your best bet is to hold the right stick up to wall up and play a non-jumping contest. But if you're gapped off the shooter or closing out late, it's best to press the block button to leave your feet and try to get your hand closer to the shooter's eye line. The next tip is for perimeter defenders. If your matchup is over-dribbling or leaving the ball exposed, press the steal button to try and poke the ball free. With the intense D trigger released, you can also use the right stick to control whether you reach with your left or right hand, and if you want to try a dig steal or a strip. Reaching with the hand closest to the ball, move the stick to the left for your left hand and to the right for your right hand. Using the dig or strip steals at the proper time will boost your chances compared to pressing just the steal button. As a counter to steals, NBA 2K26 allows you to play quick protect moves by tapping the left trigger. You can also use the quick protect mechanic to put defenders in jail and hold them on your hip or back, making it easier to probe the court and get an open look at the basket. Lastly, pay attention to the 3 adrenaline bars in your player indicator. Every time you attempt to steal or block, you'll consume one of the bars. When they're all used up, your defensive attributes will drop severely, making you much less effective on the defensive end for the rest of the possession. Use your energy wisely so you don't get beat on the defensive end. That's about it for defense. Now get out there and shut down your opponents, and I'll see you next time for more expert tips.
A look at the Lakers as they get off the team bus after arriving at the arena. Pumped up to go after a road win here tonight. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now the Los Angeles starters. Wagner is out there with Newell. Then it's Anthony Black, and it's the natural in at the 2. And for Minnesota, we've got Edwards, and it's Willis in at the 4-man position. The start of a fresh season, but we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
And it's going to be Minnesota off the tip. Outside Edwards. Pass to Willis. Here's Malone. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Hammond can't hit.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Here's Newell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Malone. Here's Hammonds. Pass to Malone. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Wagner. Here's the natural. We played just over a minute here in the first. Right wing. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And he makes it on the layup.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Driving in, and it's rejected.
That's their 4th attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
Picked it out of midair. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, here's Malone. Minnesota again missing.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Newell, good. Newell's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And Minnesota has possession. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Hammonds. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Edwards, no good.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And Minnesota calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. In the 3rd spot, the Lakers.
Boy, they had so many guys with quick feet and quick hands on that team. I mean, they put relentless pressure on the opponent. And as a result, they came up with an awful lot of steals. I mean, this team has been very impressive defensively.
Timberwolves trail by 10. To win the cold spell. And Klingon pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Pass to Knipple. Stolen. It's 2-on-1. Here's Bayless. Finished off the break.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Daniels. And he buries his first look.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Malone, covered by Daniels. Got a piece of it.
This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
Here's the natural. That one goes in. The natural's got 6. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness. Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
To the inside. Here's Daniels. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And Jacobson gets it to go. 7 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Daniels. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Lakers on top. They lead by 13. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. They've got Wagner, and it's Reed in at the 4. Here's Jacobson. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Bia. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of...
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Bia. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of 2. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense. He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy.
No one covering.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Knocked loose. Pass to the natural. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Eden. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Edwards moving that orange like a real pro.
The Lakers lead by 13. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Jacobson. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
The first free throw is good. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Evan Mobley comes in for Wagner. Newell comes in for Reed. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Pass to the natural. And here's Mobley, defended by Henderson. And Mobley gets it to go.
And has to fight through contact to get the finish. Mobley keeping his cool under duress.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Bayless. Here's Hammonds. Here's Jacobson. Off the mark there with a three.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Noel. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to Hammonds. Here's Jacobson. Pure from three-point range. Jacobson's got 12 points.
I really like the way they're spacing the floor this quarter. Their three-point percentage has really gone up.
4-3. The natural can't hit. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. .36 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Knipple. Here's Noel. Six on the shot clock. Here's Knipple. From the top of the key, he buries it.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Pass to Jacobson from deep. Buries it from 3. Jacobson's got 12 now in this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's Los Angeles. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, is going in. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Anthony Edwards, and it's Willis in at the force line. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's the natural. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Los Angeles, second.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Here's Malone, Black defending, and the three-pointer goes. Willis has got 5 now.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
The natural gets the bucket.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Malone, pass to Edwards. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Clock at 6. In transition, here they come. The natural can't hit.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
That one falls. Eden's got his second basket of the game.
You know, the defense locks so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
Pass to Wagner. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And the Lakers making a change here. #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it. And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Here's Bayless. The shot won't fall. Clingan with a defensive effort.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Guarded by Clingan. Clingan with a defensive effort. Pass to Knipple. The shot that time not on target.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Connects from downtown. Eaton's got 10 points.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Edwards. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Newell. He's out there with Wagner. And it's the natural in at the shooting guard position. Here's Willis.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Pass to Eaton. Down low. Here's Malone. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
No doubt about it, guys. We've got a ball game here. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
Pass to Booth. Here's the natural. And the shot goes in. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Eaton passes to Willis. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And he banks in the layup.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Malone. Three-pointer. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. To the right side. Here's Eaton. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 6 assists now in the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Fires the three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Timberwolves trail by 6. The three ball. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
Here's the natural. Can't cash it in from close range.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And the foul called on Anthony Black. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And here's Edwards outside. Here's Malone. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Black. To the middle. Here's the natural. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. They're down by 8. There's a minute 17 left in the final quarter. A chance to check out our player of the game.
Well, you know, it's easy to understand why he's the choice given how well he shot the ball. I mean, just shooting an insane percentage really is what led him to this award. And it's because he was also actively looking to score. He was hunting his shots and was knocking them down.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Our player of the game.
Well, you know, it's easy to understand why he's the choice given how well he shot the ball. I mean, just shooting an insane percentage really is what led him to this award. And it's because he was also actively looking to score. He was hunting his shots and was knocking them down.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Pass to Newell. And down it goes. 2 points. So it's Minnesota now, trailing by 8. And it's in. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And that's an intentional foul. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
That's how you protect a lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
And here's Minnesota now.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one. And, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
To the paint. Black, left side. Pass to the natural. Here's the floater. And so it's the Lakers with the W. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building